Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Crash Cinnamon. I'm your host McKenna. So today I'm going to talk about timeout and timeout in the frame of working, and in particular we're in the era that we are in, working from home. It just dawned to me that actually last year I had leave, and as you all know, I've said before on this channel that I work from home with my child, and that is purely because of the current pandemic. So I realized actually that all my leave last year, I never did anything with it, mainly because working in England is set up, you don't get time to do some errands like go to the bank, go to the post office, because all those are shut after 5. So it really makes life a little bit difficult, and sometimes in the weekend you can't get to the post office quick enough, especially if you have a child. By the time you're all sorted and everything, it's midday, you can't go anywhere. So I was just thinking actually the importance of time out when you're working from home, even if it means a few minutes in the evening for yourself, because I realized actually since I started working from home, there are days even I'm working longer than when I used to work in the office. And I think part of it is because you're comfortable, you're home, you get into the mood, you just keep going. But when you used to work in the office, as you remember, you have to finish at a certain time. Not mainly because you remember you have to do that whole long commute back home, depending on how far you lived. For me, it was a long commute. So yeah, I didn't want to be caught out in traffic. And sometimes when I used to live where my parents lived, I used to be caught out in football traffic. Yes, back in the day when everybody used to go to the matches, when we were allowed to do normal stuff. Anyway, story for another day. So now that I'm just at home all day, every day, really the time I have to do other things, I just use leave to do that. And actually your time off work is for you to relax and do something different, not to do errands or organize when for your baby to have hospital visits then. And it's crazy how life has turned out to be, and if you're not careful, actually your life will feel very monotonous, very boring, very, I don't know, like you're stuck even more than when you were working in an office in that job that you're excited. And I'm devising little ways to actually use my free time better, how to create this time and reinforce it just for relaxation and time out, to just do something different. And when I mean something different, it's something totally different. It's time for your mind to relax, to shut down. And actually now I've started realizing, because of using the computer 24/7, literally being at home, my eyes are tired more, I'm having more headaches. It's not like when I used to work in the office, because I had a discipline when I used to work in the office. After every 2 hours I'd go outside for like a 10-minute fresh air kind of thing. And during lunch I'd take a walk, and I'm going to buy food. So I never used to get as frequent headaches as I'm getting now. And obviously with having a baby as well, the headaches are even more, because one time she's screaming, another time she's kicking off or having a meltdown, or she wouldn't sleep, or she wouldn't eat. So that also adds to the pressure. So I just want to suggest that we look after ourselves. I know restrictions are lifting. Some of you might be going back to the office. However, I'm just urging you that you use your time out. Time out means, read a book, take a walk, have a good time with yourself. Take a bath, just dance to music. And these days, actually, I do that after work now with my daughter. We take a few minutes, we go outside, we look at nature, we just take it all and come back, have a dance for like a 15-20 minutes, and then we can go do something else like cook or do other things. Also for her, because she needs that to unwind from a work day, because she's working with mommy. So don't be caught out. And it's so easy when you have your time off, when you're booking leave, not to actually rest. But in the long run, I feel if we don't, these are one of the effects of COVID that will come with us working from home, is that we'll be so tired because of prolonged hours of just working, and they leave you like, where can you go? Because I am also mindful, we are not allowed to go for holidays in the UK yet. So in terms of outside the country, you can, I guess it's debatable if you can go around the country 2 nights here, 3 nights there. It is still workable. People are still doing it. However, you're still vigilant. You're still feeling, should I go, not go? And I think that kind of restrains you from experiencing. But no, it's summer. The weather is kind of staying nice. So yeah, take your time off. Explore a different city. Go to the theaters. Just go have a nature walk. I'm sure there's different packages out there that you can use that will still mean you're keeping safe and you're healthy and you're relaxing. Okay, so if you're really struggling on taking time off, like you can't detach, or you're feeling, what's the point? There's no, do something different. Talk to your friends, ask them what do they do. I know it sounds silly, but it's one of those kind of things whereby you have to put yourself first now for your health and well-being. And once we're allowed to go on holidays and go places, please travel. Travel, get to know about the world, get to know about different cultures. Just go see how water behaves in a different country. Not that it changes, but you know what I mean. You get a concept. And spend time with your family and friends. If you've not really had meaningful time with them, spend time with them. Life is short, as you've realized, COVID has showed us life is short. And we don't have all the time in the world, so spend it wisely and take the time out. And time out also can mean time out from one job to another. So in 2019, I quit a job that I really loved from a very wonderful organization that's humanitarian organization, and I didn't have a plan, but it got to a point I was like, I need a time out. I cannot continue I was not being effective. I was so tired all the time. And that 1 month I took off before I started looking for another job, and within 2 weeks I got another job. I was more productive, I was more relaxed, I was not cross, I was not snappy at people. So time out is also very, very important for when you're transitioning to something else, transitioning within jobs, transitioning within relationships, transitioning in terms of responsibilities. For example, if you've adopted, you need time. Don't just assume everything, you'll be okay. Even though you've read, you've been prepared, just take that time out so that also your mind can adjust. Everything can, have a natural sequence to follow. I wish you well, and I wish you a wonderful time of rest. Take the time out. Thank you. See you on the next episode of Crash Cinnamon.